All made the right cut, got down, did exactly what Coach Ash said, get the first, get down. He did that. That right there is what makes me proud, because it's game on the line. We get this, we win, and we didn't have to put the defense back out there. That makes me happy.
Talk about your connection with Chris Olave as well as Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I think today was awesome because the ball was so spread around so much, and Chris obviously went over 100, and that's fantasy people's favorite thing ever, and he did that for them. But when we can spread it out, no matter who gets the 100, no matter who gets the touchdown, as long as we keep that mindset of big team, little me, hopefully we'll see a lot of good days for Chris and Sheed and Mike and Juwan and everybody. And so the fact that we were able to spread it around, everybody made their plays when they were called upon. That's good to see as a quarterback, because now I can trust them all. Now if they're doubling him or they're playing robber, I can go to this guy. I can trust him to win. I can, it helps me with my decision making for sure.
Can you explain what you saw on that big throw to Shaheed on that last drive? And you don't see a lot of teams necessarily go deep when you're trying to run the clock out like that.
Yeah, that's all Pete Carmichael just trusting us as players. It's a play that we talked all game, and before that drive, it was a play that that him and I had talked about. I was like, Pete, I love this, and what was awesome about that, because it was our first game really playing together, with all the situations, all the scenarios, game on the line, and Pete trusted us, to make a play, and as a player, that means so much to us, that he would trust us in that situation to go get that for him, and for the team, and hopefully we can continue to do that, because he showed to us that he trusts us, so we got to keep proving to him every week that we can earn that.
So that was the design then to go to Shaheed on that play?
Yeah, if they gave it to it. Like if we had the one-on-one good release, all that. If not, I'd had something else. But yeah, for sure, we were trying to get it to Shaheed.
Derek, said that you guys had been sitting on that double move, the one that turned into the touchdown. What was sort of origin of that? Were you guys talking about that last night as something? In the last few days, when did you identify that and know that that was something you wanted to go to?
Well, we saw something in practice a couple weeks ago. We're like, hey, it'd be kind of cool if we did this, and sure enough, as you watch the tape, you're like, man, it looks kind of good in this situation to call it. And we ran it at practice. We actually didn't connect on it in practice, funny enough. But today we connected, and those are the ones that matter.
Derek, what about the defense? Just talk about the way they played for you. What does that do for you as a quarterback when you see them play like that?
If they don't play that well and we lose the game, everybody's mad at me, and rightfully so. And that's how it should be as a quarterback. And this is the ultimate team game. This is the ultimate team game. It takes all 11 on the field at once, all three phases. And, all three phases had some plays that they'd like back, but all three phases played their butt off and played physical and grinded and did anything they could to win. So, anytime we can get a win, yes, I'm so proud of our defense. Yes, I'm so thankful, with the takeaways that they got and, kind of washed ours away, and helped us in that. But like they would say, they expect us to finish the game, just like we expect them to get us the ball back. And as long as we keep that expectation for each other, knowing that, hey, if it doesn't happen, we got your back, we'll take care of it. Keep that kind of mindset. I think we're going to have a good season.
You talked about how physical it was during the game, especially in the first half. Tell us a little bit about your ability to maybe sit in that pocket a little bit longer in the second half and make some of those throws.
Well, it's all the offensive line. I try my best to not be a statue, but be back there to let my guys get open and let them run. And when I have to get out, try and go get as many yards as I can, or make a play with throwing it. But they did a great job in the second half, and this is without watching the film too. They made it be like, all my fault. But in the second half, it just felt better. The timing of things, however it worked out, it was just better. And very proud of those guys. I think everybody, offense, defense, everybody felt like a little rusty on this or on that. It's week one, and you hate to say that, but it always happens. But we cleaned it up really fast, and we're able to bounce back to get the win.
You said you've been waiting for this game for a long time. How did it feel emotionally to finally get that first touchdown after you had been grinding it out with field goals most of the game?
Yeah, it felt great. But again, in that situation, that was the expectation. We got to score. We got to get a touchdown, to win this game. And thankfully we did. And I tried my best, until the game's over to stay, here. And like I said, I get emotional. But after that touchdown, it's like so fun. Like in my head, I'm like, oh, cool, first touchdown. And then like literally half a second later, it's out. You know, it's like, okay, well, now what do I got to do? And, you know, the best part about it is that we won the game. You know, we won the game. That's literally the only reason I came here and wanted to play this game so bad, was to win this game so that we can hopefully continue to keep stacking them.
Derek, what was kind of the instant review of how Mike Thomas played today?
I love Mike. He's the ultimate competitor. And, wow, on game day, I love the communication that we have. It's a different level, man. You know, he reminds me so much of Devontae and the way that they both approach the game. You know, and it makes sense because they're two of the best receivers in the whole league. And, you know, his mentality, his violent, you know, route running. You saw the one he caught over the middle on second down to get us back into a third and manageable, and took a shot. And he told me, he's like, if you got to throw it in there, throw it in there. And he let me throw it in there. He took the hit, and he bounced up. And, you know, just that mentality that he brings, it elevates everybody on offense. You know, it means, man, I got to do that for us too. You know, I got to match that. And I'm just so proud of him. I know it's been a long road for Mike. I know being able to start the game off big, you know, to him down the sideline. I know how much that meant to him. But knowing Mike, he couldn't care less. He cares about the next rep, you know. And so I think that's what we've all fallen in love with Mike, and I'm the same. You know, I haven't been around him as much as y'all, but it didn't take long for me to see what he was about.
What makes his communication a little bit different, or something that stands out to you?
He sees things the way quarterbacks see them. You know, he sees things, you know, with certain reps and certain routes. He's like, hey, when they go zone, I did this. Are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And like he was like third in the progression on that one. I'm like, but now I know if these are shut out, I know he's going to do it, bam, right when we see that. So it just helps you so much. You get to him quicker, you know. You know, even on that third down, I almost gave him a little second down, I almost gave him a hand signal just because I saw something. And there was one earlier in the game, I gave him a hand signal, and he ran it perfect. We were about to hit it when they hit the ball, you know. And he, you know, I wish we had that play for Mike, you know. But I don't know. He just sees things the way I want him as a quarterback, and it's really impressive.
Derek, what happened on that interception before half? Was it just
I forced it. I was dumb. I was way too excited. I'll just be honest with you. I was like, I'm making every throw now. I was pissed off. I walked to the side. I was like, what are you doing? You know. So I know it's funny right now because we won. It wasn't funny at the moment. I take it very seriously, but that was me being stupid. That was unbelievable. Yeah, when we scored that touchdown, I could help myself but start dancing, man. That was awesome. That was ridiculous, man. It was good to be on that side of it. Last year wasn't so fun. So,
Derek, how would you describe how Trevor Penning was sort of handling? Look, he had some struggles.
Yeah.
How he was handling that, like in the huddle, and how you thought he was.
oh, he was great. Great mentality. Great demeanor. Every game is not going to be everybody's best game, you know, and. He was getting held on one that, you know, something happened. You know, there's so many things and so many different things. Could I have got the ball out quicker? I'm going to watch it and be critical of myself, you know, to help him. You know, but I was so proud of his demeanor and the way he carried himself because no one wants to make a mistake. You know, all of us, you know, all 53, nobody wants to go out there and, you know, be the one that, oh, man, that was on me, you know, like I did before the half. It crushes you. It hurts, you know, because you want so much for your team. But the way he picked himself up, like we have a room full of grown men that, hey, yeah, I made a mistake. Let's keep going. Let's keep playing. And I felt that from him. His demeanor is the same all the time. He looks angry. He looks violent, and he plays that way. And, you know, I love him to death, and I'm proud of the way that he was able to finish in the second half.
Derek, the ball you threw over Kirkwood in the end zone at that one point, did
Yep.
you think he got held? You were trying to alert to the flag, or you were trying to, like, I couldn't tell?
I was, you know, I got out, and if I had time, I probably would have thrown it to Mike, but someone was in my face. Mike was coming on the over. And so I tried to give it a safe, you know, outside shot that he would get it. But, yeah, I just overthrew it just a little bit.
If I remember right, when you decided to come here, one of the factors was that you felt like this team had a defense, and you mentioned it before, where you wouldn't have to be constantly chasing the score, if you will, and be in a one-dimensional offense.
Yep.
Is this kind of an example of what you envisioned?
Yeah, absolutely. Like they kept us in the game. They kept us in the fight. You know, when we weren't getting touchdowns, we were having field goals. It was driving us crazy. But they don't flinch. And, you know, they being able to play with a defense like that, we can win a lot of games, especially once we get going, you know. And offensively, we didn't have our best. but we had enough to win, and that's what matters. And we had it when we needed it. But when you look at the defense and the way that they can play, there's going to be games that we may have to score a lot. There may be games that are tight like this. There may be games where we can get a lead and help them out. It's going to change throughout. But just knowing the type of people that are on that side of the ball, the type of grown men that are in that room on defense, that's what excited me, and I saw that today.
What's it like as a quarterback to have the confidence of the offensive coordinator to finish the game off and put it kind of on your shoulders the way they did? Because you're going to have to, you don't want to get the ball back tight, right?
Yeah, it made my day. It really did. It meant a lot to me and to our offense that he trusted us to do it. And I take my hat off to Coach Carr. Pete's been unbelievable to work with, and in a crucial moment, he's like, nope, I know he likes this, I'm calling it. And he trusted us to make a play for him. And like I said earlier, hopefully we can keep doing that to earn that trust, earn that respect from him. But that's him trusting his players. And, that says a lot about him and our coaching staff, especially the head coach. He's a defensive guy. Run the ball, take the timeout, kick it. He could have said that. He's like, no, we trust you guys. And, DA and Pete let us do that, and it was really cool. I'm not going to lie, it felt really good.
After you took that late hit, was there an extra edge with the team?
Maybe, yeah. Usually when the quarterback gets hit and makes a throw, and even though they took it away from us, I thought he caught it. But, usually when that happens, the team, for whatever reason in football, whether I've been watching or part of it, they get excited. The quarterback got hit and he gets up, he's got blood on his hand. For whatever reason, people like that stuff. And I don't know. If we play with more of an edge, I don't know. But I just know we executed. But you could definitely feel the energy and the excitement, like, no, we're going to go finish this game. You definitely felt that shift from the first half to in the second half.
You took a hit to the head or the neck?
Oh, yeah, I got hit everywhere. It happened so quick. He jabbed me real quick. I don't even know. Yeah, he got me good. He's a heck of a player.
What was the conversation you had with him after?
He was like, dude, I'm sorry. He apologized. He's like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, he's like, yeah, we're playing physical. I'm trying to hit you, but I'm not trying to hurt you, nothing like that. I was like, you're good, man. I know a couple of their D linemen too. I kept telling them. It's like, I like that, man. And they started laughing. So we had a good laugh, even though my neck hurt. Yeah, because he apologized. He's like, I'm sorry, man. And I was like, I think my wife's more mad than I am, But no, it's football. It's going to happen. But hopefully not all the time right in the face. Good. Appreciate you.